lads and lasses, welcome to Darts Hints, Tips and Advice for Beginners. What we're going to cover today is something that we covered in an old video. I think it was number 2 in the series, which was stance and addressing the board. Just going to revisit it, give it a bit of a freshening up, so here goes. Right, when you first start playing darts, you've got your dartboard set up, you've got your hockey on the floor and everything at the right length, and the board's the right height, and you're coming to do your first time, you're coming to play at the dartboard. So obviously you need to learn how to stand at the dartboard and how to throw your darts at the board. A lot of people, they just get a set of darts and just start throwing them at the board. It's the very same as golf. You get golf, you can go into a municipal course and pay your 10 quid or whatever it is, get your clubs out and just start thrashing at the ball. The chances of you getting that ball in the direction that you want it to go in are very, very slim. All it is with darts, exactly the same thing, it's just a matter of degree. Obviously if you get a golf ball and you whack at it and it goes over there, it might be 10-20 yards away from where you want it to, where you actually, the direction you want it to go in. When you throw in darts, you can throw a dart and it could be an inch, 2 inches, could be 4 inches away from where you want it to go. It's all a matter of degree, and it's all a matter of getting the fundamentals right in the first place. If you get the fundamentals right in the first place of how you're going to play, number one, you're going to play better right from the off. You're going to get a better feeling for the game. You're going to not have as many bad habits. You're not going to have as many anomalies in your throw, and the more anomalies you've got in your throw, the less accurate you are, and the harder it is to actually play the game to a good level. Darts is very much like chess, and it's very much like a lot of games of high skill. They're easy to play and they're very, very difficult to master. The reason they're very difficult to master is because a lot of people have not been taught properly how to throw darts in the first place. You get a lot of people on these websites and they just go, oh well, it's up to you, it's how you throw the darts, it's how you're comfortable. Well, alright, it's how you're comfortable, but if you're throwing an average of 30 and you're comfortable and you're happy with that, that's great. But if you want to throw an average of 70, 80 or 90 like I do, and sometimes more, I've got an 100 plus average on some occasions. If you want to throw to that level, then you've got to get the fundamentals right, and you've got to be able to throw the darts in a correct manner. You can throw them so they can wiggle about all through the air, but you've got to get so many different aspects of your throw pin perfect every time for that to achieve that it becomes very, very difficult. You become frustrated. People give up the game. They turn around and say, oh yeah, I played years and years ago, but I was no good at it. And the reason they were no good at it was because they didn't get the fundamentals right. Get these fundamentals right and I absolutely promise you, you'll become a good dart player in a reasonable amount of time. Right, so let's get the darts out the board. Number 1, addressing the board. What you need to do to start off with, first couple of times, get yourself directly in the centre of the bullseye. When you've got yourself in the centre of the bullseye, turn your foot side on. What I recommend you do is get yourself a marker or a sticker and put it on the hockey, so you know exactly where you are every time. Line it up with a mark on your shoe. Throw the same set of shoes on for a while till you get comfortable with it, so you know where that marker is. It's absolutely imperative that you are stood in the same spot every time in, time out, when you come to visit the board. The reason being is if you're too far back, your darts are going to fall short. If you're too far forward, your darts are going to go high, because a lot of darts is muscle memory. So you know where that 60 is. If you're stood in the right place, your body knows where that 60 is. Your body knows where that bullseye is. Your body knows where the 10 is. All you've got is that little bit of accuracy to put into it as you come to the board. So, turn side on, lock your leg out. Some people, you see them stood like this, like a boxer, and the problem with that is you've got too much movement in it. You need to lock yourself out. So what I do is I put my leg down and I lock my hip in. As I lean into it, I lock in like this. Feet just less than shoulder width apart, because you don't want to be leaning too far, because it'll put too much weight on when you first start. Obviously as you become a proficient dart player, this will become natural, leaning forward towards the board. Right, so first of all, nice and easy, nice and relaxed, don't lean too far forward. Fetch the darts, or the dart, out of your arm, out of your hand, and bring your arm up level with your shoulder. Very, very important this bit, arm level with your shoulder, so all you're using is just the pivot of your finger, of your elbow, to throw the darts. So again, fetch it up, lock it in level. Then all you're doing is just using your arm, your elbow and your release. So all you're doing is pulling the arm up and release, up and release. Practice that for 5-10 minutes to start off with. You don't want to get too tired or too sore, so 5-10 minutes of an hour off. Just go and do other things and what have you. Come back, have another 10-15 minutes then. Build it up nice and slowly. 5-10 minutes, 10-15 minutes, 15-20 minutes, 20 minutes, half an hour, 45 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour. How I practice now is I do an hour on and 15 minutes off. So I'll do an hour and I'll go and have a brew, 10-15 minutes, have a chat to the missus, see what's going on my emails and what have you, check my pro data, come back and start again. Another hour's worth of practice. And like I say, you will come then from being, even if now you're averaging 35, 40, 45, 50 even, if you get the fundamentals right, even if you have to go back to basics and start all over again, it'll make a massive difference to your game. You get the fundamentals right and you throw right, rather than some people, as you see, going like this and throwing the darts like this. If you've got this in throwing your darts and you're throwing them with your body, you've got too much into it. Everything, every part of that movement has to be absolutely perfect every time you do it. If you stand still and you've got one part of your body moving, which is your elbow, your release, which is just your fingers, that takes a lot of the inaccuracy out of it. So once you've got that release right, you think your game will come on leaps and bounds, I promise you. Right, so thanks for watching Dart Sense Tips and Advice for Beginners. Obviously there's going to be more videos. I'll get some more videos up soon, and thanks for watching. And don't forget, lads and lasses, what I always say, to the hockey. The more you practice, the better you'll get.